I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. Such a pleasure to meet you. How are you?
You as well. Oh, thank you very much.
So hotly anticipated this next season. What can fans expect that's a bit the same but also different, and particularly from your character?
I think what they can expect is more of the same joy, more of the same colour. We've got romance. I think we've got a bit more humour this year, which is fun. And in terms of what they can expect with my character, I'd say the same as that she is always loyal to her friends or any forms of friendships that she makes. But I think you can also expect that she will be putting her career first.
And, what do you think it is about this series that's captured people's imaginations? And did you have any inkling that it was going to explode on the scale it did?
I don't think any of us knew that it was going to explode like it did. We knew we were onto something special because we knew it was just glorious, and it was a page turn, just reading the scripts. At the read-through, we're like, oh my goodness, this is brilliant. So we knew we had all of those elements, but we couldn't quite visualize what it was because there hadn't been anything like this before. But I think a combination of that and when it came out was a time when people were craving joy and colour, and it had been quite a difficult time for people, so I think they welcomed it with open arms and they had a real thirst for it.
And it seems to have completely blown open our idea of a period drama, whether that's from the raunchy sex scenes, but also in terms of diversity. It feels like that we were waiting for a long time to, not just have a completely white cast in any kind of period drama. So do you think that's an appeal? And why do you think it's so important to have that representation on screen?
I think it's important when people are trying to connect with something that they see themselves represented on screen. Otherwise, it's alien to them. And this is the world that we live in now. And why can't everybody have a seat at the table? And actually it's paved the way. There's a lot more dramas being made now, period dramas, that are casting, people of colour, which is about time, and it's nice to see. And it's been ever since Bridgerton came out. So, yeah, we will no longer be having that conversation of, this, why are we being eliminated from these stories?
And, it's such a stunning show to watch in terms of the sets, in terms of costume. What is it like having to be on those sets? And is it quite tiring, I imagine?
It's really exciting being on the sets because they're just so beautiful and it's such an escape, and it's so nice as an actor to come in the morning and go, oh my goodness, look at this. And every day somebody comes in with these, awesome costumes. It really, it's a form of escapism, and it's nice to be involved in that.
And it feels like that's what people need more than ever right now, particularly with what's going on in the world right now.
Really need that joy, really need that escapism. Expecting it to be quite the global success that it was. We knew we were on something special, but yeah, so it was quite nice to be at home in your pajamas, watching that happen, and it's given us the time to prepare ourselves for this. It's really important because I think in order for people to connect to a story, there needs to be an element of them seeing themselves represented in those characters. And if you're always being left out, you're not having a seat at the table, how can you connect, So I think it's been wonderful to see the inclusivity of this show and the diversity. You are one of the only people to have noticed these little scissors, which is a nod to Madame Delacroix. I like it that she's an independent woman. I like it that she's got agency. I like it that she's a little bit naughty. And I like it that she's got all of these secrets bubbling away. That's fun. And I love going from the scenes where I'm speaking French and putting on the act, which the audience are in on now, and then back to the Cockney and how she really is in real life.